Uranium friends, ASPI. Let's have a look. Monthly chart. So it's a you look as I look. I did a little bit of prep, just so I don't sound like an idiot. I'm trying to be faster on a single video. So yeah, so this is a monthly chart. It's a 200-day simple moving average and 12 EMA moving average rider. Okay, but this monthly chart tells you that it's very normal to break below all of that and chop around a little bit, right? That's your monthly chart, right? So the dynamic of this breaking this ride, well, it's normal. So we have to take that with what it is. So we try to find something more simple, more clear, more defined, right? So I'm going to zoom out a little bit. Even though there's plenty of clarity here, I'm still going to zoom out a little bit. By the way, on this monthly chart, it's in monthly consolidation, right? So there's never, well, even 2 months of consolidation here. This isn't truly consolidation. Consolidation means taking out the previous candles low, right? So that's not consolidation. This is. So this is 2 months of consolidation. This is a long one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 months of consolidation. 7. Uh, but the normal deal is probably like 3 or 4 months of consolidation, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, somewhere around there. So to get monthly consolidation and it being one bar, just according to the chart and the way the name has behaved for its entire life, it tells me for that under that metric, the move may not be done yet. Okay, so let's zoom out a little bit, see what we see here. So this is a quarterly chart. So every candlestick, 3 months, right? So it gets its consolidation, 2 candlesticks, really, right? This is a quarterly 5 EMA rider. That's what it is. All right. So it's constantly dancing along its rising 200-day moving average. But this is a better looking ride, right? But still, you get those cuts, right? Zoom in. What do we see on this? Well, obviously, a weekly 50 EMA and a 200-day moving average. All right. So what's the commonality here? It's always the 200-day moving average. And by the way, whatever chart I move to, it keeps the 200-day moving average. So if I move to another chart, all the EMAs change, but the 200-day stays on the time frame of 200-day. Keep it that way, especially for commodities. So anyway, this does it also. This tells you, yeah, it should dip below, right? But here's something that I look at, right? So I'm thinking about, okay, do I need to? Am I ready to take a position? It's hitting one of my metrics. Well, the thing that it does on this weekly is that it definitely builds a base, right? It always builds a little base before it legs up again. This is a nice fake out here, by the way, right? Built a base, broke through, and it's a fake out and got sold off, right? Another base that it built before it went. This not so much, right? This not so much. This is a bit of a reversal now. So maybe it tried to build a base up top here. I guess you could say that, but it broke down below it. So this is the stuff that I look at when I'm looking at a chart. So, for me, and this is not financial advice, obviously, at all, but I think just from the way the chart says, it could have more to go. It wouldn't surprise me at all, right? It gets these dips. So I already know I want ASPI to build a weekly base. That's what I'd really like to see. Otherwise, it's going to be a V shape, and then I have to deal with that um, on shorter time frames, right? Start to look at shorter front time frames and see if they give me any clues. The daily's in a clear downtrend with follow through, starting to maybe build a little baby base here. Got to see what happens, right? It established this range though. This is the quarterly range, I think. Yeah, so here's your quarterly range right now. It's between 659 and 1449. So you have a pretty big range. It's closer to the bottom of that range than the top. Um, but the chart tells you that there's quarterly consolidation could still be in the cards, right? So there's no signs of reversals in this name at all. All the signs are pointing down. There's a couple of little positives on the longer term charts that tell me to take a look, but I can kind of tell that we're just not there yet unless something changes with the chart. Now they've got the spin off coming. Um, Maybe maybe people don't like the spinoff. They don't want to deal with the spinoff, so they're getting rid of their shares. Maybe people love the spinoff. They don't have shares. They want to drive the price down so they can get the spinoff cheaper. Um, Makes some sense, right? So all of these market dynamics are in play. Now we're coming into earnings when? December 3rd. So it's, what is it, 2 weeks away? So you've got earnings 2 weeks away. So at this point, is anybody going to start buying this thing up because it's coming into earnings? Well, maybe. So some fundamental, deep fundamental people will have a better um, take on this. But ASPI at the moment is looking like it wants to continue down. Okay, there are some signs where we want to look, right? 200-day moving average, daily chart, builds a base, dancing around it, right? Pretty big undercut here. So again, it's not, it shouldn't be surprised. You shouldn't be surprised if we get some more downside on this, you know? And that would just be the beginning of quarterly consolidation. And monthly consolidation has begun. Over and out.